I get questions and comments through email and down below in the YouTube comments and stuff all the time from people saying, Matt, I've gained some success in the past, but over the past several months or even a couple of years, I've lost some of that initial results. I've gained some of the weight back, I've lost some of the muscle, strength, what have you. What is wrong with me? Well, the first thing to recognize about this scenario is that there's nothing wrong with you or the program you are following or anything. This is actually perfectly normal. It's a myth that people start off at point A and they seamlessly work their way up to point B where they reach their goal, and then they ride off in the sunset and they're happily ever after. I've never known this to ever be the case with anybody, myself included. Instead, it's always kind of like up to point halfway and then back and then up and back, and it's kind of like climbing up Mount Everest. You don't just go up it in one shot. It's a series of miniature hikes where you come up and then regress and then you kind of hold plateaus. So when you find yourself falling back a little bit, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with you or the program that you're on at all. It's just the way that this whole fitness and weight loss and strength building thing actually works. So don't beat yourself up too much about it, but do what you can to start getting back into the groove. Look at your habits, see what you can do to start regaining it, and also learn from the experience as well. That's the most important thing, because there's a reason for that regression. There's reasons why you fell back, and it's not because you were weak or lacked discipline or all that sort of nonsense. Instead, learn and say, okay, what wasn't sustainable? You regress because something about your habits was not something you could sustain pretty easily over the long term. Say, okay, was my workout too long? Was the frequency too much? Was the diet too strict? What was happening that I couldn't really maintain? Also recognize that maybe just something happened in life that made it hard. Like right now, if you haven't noticed, I'm not in my normal studio. This is because I've moved out here to back east to Nashua, New Hampshire. So for the past week or so, my whole life has just been blah. It's all over the place. My workouts, my diet, everything is all over the place. So that happens. And yeah, I've lost a step or two over the past couple of weeks, but I'm doing what I can. Found a nice little surrounding here to still make my video. I'm eating as well as I can. I'm doing my workouts as I can. So I'm not totally giving up and falling into that, okay, it's either all or nothing kind of trap. But at the same time, I'm also learning, all right, why can't I maintain what I had before? What was unsustainable? So now I can learn from that. And what you'll end up doing is not only regain your lost progress, but you'll go beyond the initial point of progress that you had before. All right, questions, thoughts down below. Be fit, live free.